Story 1. The Abandoned Classroom. In an old high school, there was a branch building that had been abandoned for many years. The administration said it was unsafe, but students shared many stories about it. Stories of strange sounds, lights suddenly going out, and even people seeing shadows behind the broken windows. One day, 4 students dared each other to enter the building after school ended. They walked through the dark hallways with dust filling the air. Everything was oppressively silent until they reached an old classroom. Suddenly they heard the sound of desks moving slowly. They opened the door very carefully and saw the desks neatly arranged. But in the last row, one chair was moving on its own. One student said hesitantly, "There must be someone playing a prank on us." But no one was there. Then, in the darkness, they saw a black shape sitting in the last chair, featureless, just a heavy shadow watching them. The students ran away, but the surprise didn't end there. The next day, one of them found his notebook with words engraved in a strange handwriting. "Sit down and don't leave the class." Story 2. The Sound in the Music Room. In an old elementary school in America, there was a music teacher loved by his students, but he suddenly died of a heart attack inside his classroom. Since that day, students noticed strange things. After sunset, anyone passing by the room would hear a slow, sad piano being played, even though the piano was always covered with a thick cloth and locked. One night guard swore he entered the room himself after hearing the sound. When he opened the door, he found the cloth thrown on the floor and the keys moving on their own, playing a cold and gloomy melody while the room was completely empty. The guard quit his job a few days later, telling everyone, "If you pass by the music room at night, don't look at the sound, just keep walking." To this day, the room is still used during the day, but everyone avoids it after dark. Story 3. The Last Bathroom. In a Japanese high school, one bathroom became infamous for being terrifying. Students said a girl had committed suicide inside it decades ago due to bullying. Since then, the place was never normal. Anyone who entered the last bathroom on the hallway would hear muffled crying behind the locked door. One female student said that when she looked in the mirror, she saw behind her the pale face of a girl with bleeding eyes. But when she turned around, no one was there. The administration tried closing the bathroom several times, but the same thing always happened. The next day, they would find the door open, as if someone inside refused to be left alone. Now, students hurry past the hallway, avoiding the mirror, and everyone knows an unspoken rule, greater than, no matter what, don't enter the last bathroom after noon.